'Cause I am free is the key. Doesn't matter what people think of me. I got my wristbands in. I feel like people don't do wristbands at cons. And my goal today is to be different and original. My theme has been like, it's very me, you know? I don't want to fake something. So very scene, a little edgy, still cute. But I'm also kind of shifting a bit when it comes to product. I have some prints, I have some buttons, I have some stickers. I'm touching a little bit of everything to see what my thing is gonna be, while also testing my niches. My business partner, and when I mean business partner, I don't mean legally, we are sharing this booth together at this con, has so much already, and they started way after me. So I'm trying to keep up. But I got my wristbands. Yay! These are gonna be on my table. I only got 10 of each because they were not cheap to manufacture. Let's start with one of my favorites. This wristband is right because it wants to fucking kill you. I don't think parents are gonna like these. I don't think a lot of parents are gonna like these. This isn't at a school or anything though. This is a general, like, a Western pop culture con. This wristband keeps me from turning into a werewolf. Well, just a wolf. I was gonna put werewolf, but I didn't put werewolf because, I think wolf is funnier. My colon 3s. I have a caution one. And then I have a danger one. I have a danger one. This is inspired by the, like, caution tapes. I also got, like, a blue one. I did 2 reds. Like, just from a visual standpoint, I wish I picked, like, a blue. I know yellow is gonna pop on my table significantly. My store colors are purple. So the yellow is really gonna pop and bring people's eyes towards it. So with that, all my packages have arrived. Product-wise, at least. I'm gonna have you all look at me. Hello. So I need a tablecloth. I need my grids. I need my everything. I think I'm gonna make some stickers. Wow, it'd be sure cool if you started cutting. Thanks. I don't know if I got, like, short-term memory loss or something because I have a headache. But I have a headache and I feel like I'm forgetting things. This is the sticker. Oh, maybe I should put it in the light. This sticker. Ignore how dirty this is. Wow. I'll put a PNG of it, like, right there. It's holographic, and let me show you the one that I botched when I was peeling it up. You can tell it's a transparent sticker. That's so cool. Bro, I recorded like 7 minutes and I didn't keep any of it. Hey guys, I haven't recorded in like 3 weeks. Oops. It's way too into the grind for me to sit here and turn on my camera. I'm also really, really awkward on camera, can you tell? Let me get you all up to speed real quick though, because not too much happened, but things happened. Let's start with the important one. I had my birthday. Happy birthday to me. I turned... Do you want to guess? Put your comments down below. How old did you think I turned? You have 20. I turned 20. You have 20 seconds because I turned 20. Sorry guys to everybody in the last video who thought I was under the age of 16, for I am an adult person. A few things that have come in. Hooray. You can't see it. I mean, you kind of can. It's right there. Those right there. Those are my grid cubes. I got my grid cubes in. And I stole some pictures from work so I can put my paper on. I can secure them to it without having to tape it. I feel like taping is just gonna be annoying to me. I'm gonna have to tape it anyway. Watch this. That thing on the box that I just painted and it's drying. That is my sticker display that my stepfather burned into wood for me. So thanks, stepdad. We'll see it a bit better when we go to the con. You'll see it in its all its lovely sexy glory. Right now I've been working on making my displays. I need to secure my signage for it because I also made my signs. I guess my signs, yeah, I think they'll look good. I think it's spaced out enough where like people can understand what the hell's happening on it, but simple enough where people can read it. I do have really garbage handwriting, but whatever. These are my budget prints. These 3 are already on my website, but this one down here is new, my cringe but free print. It's gonna be a bestseller. With that, I've also been making all my signage. I've been doing stars for all of them. Thanks, Cricut, for cutting stars. So fun. I recently got new Cricut mats, and when I mean Cricut mats, I mean the bootleg ones, because they have been a pain in my fucking ass, and Michaels has not restocked them in the past like month. I'm trying to think. I'm just so excited to talk to you guys again. You know, I'm so happy to be here, guys. I'm very, very excited. Today is a week from today as I'm recording, so I have a lot to grind for. I haven't said much about the con itself. I am vending at louisvillecon, which is in Louisville, if you can't tell. And I want you to guess. This is the big drop. I want you to guess where I live. It's in Louisville, yay! Hometown con. For the unaware, most people are gonna know Louisville because we host the Kentucky Derby. So yeah, there is like just a straight up week where not even a week, like a straight up month where all I see is fucking horses. That's all I have to see. And then there's a whole week where the traffic's just a fucking nightmare. Luckily I live kind of on the edge of Louisville, so I don't have to deal with like downtown traffic. But fuck you guys, I hate rich people. Despite having the Derby, and it also has Bourbon Beyond and Louder Than Life, which are, at least Louder Than Life is one of the biggest shows in this side of the world. I go to Louder, I'll be going for my 4th time this year, which means I'm gonna see the Wicked Clowns things. And you'd think it'd be the perfect city because it's not too big, not too small. It's like you can there's things here. We have a terrible convention scene. Our turnover when it comes to conventions is bad. We used to have Manifest, and then it became a PopCon, I think. Or I think it became something else, and then it became PopCon. And PopCon has not, for Louisville, has not issued their reboot date. LexCon, I think, or Lexington Con, is the biggest con for Kentucky. That's the big dog. And Indianapolis, which is like an hour or 2 away, has always been a really big con spot too. Louisville just got the short end of the stick. So they said, fuck those Louisvillians, you know. We have the Oddities Expo, which is cool, really cool actually. But for a city with 2 convention centers, you'd think there would be more. And there's not. And by the way, this con is not being held in either of those 2 convention centers. It might be lucrative. It might not be lucrative. I have no idea what to expect. That one. And that one. Hello. It is the con. I'm very embarrassed to vlog. There's a lot of people here. When I went to the bathroom, there was a line, and that's a lot. That's a lot of people. I don't have a microphone, so I have to get real close to the camera and like do ASMR. Oh yeah, and also because I'm embarrassed. I'm waiting for my girlfriend to get here, so she can watch the table and I can sit here and do jack shit. But hooray! Ooh. Is 12 something. I'm not checking. May is still not here. She's a bitch. She hates me, but she's also like an hour away, so like whatever. I've made 6 sales. Everybody's been buying the stickers. No one has bought a print, which I expected because all the prints I have are really obscure and stupid. But this bitch finally showed up. You said you were gonna be here at 10?
There was a train?
It is 2.
There was a car crash? Hi. I stayed up forever yesterday.
Don't smile. No, you can't do that. I'm doing it to you.
No, I'm doing it to you.
You're not doing it to me.
Yes, I am.
You wanna make out?
And also non-binary and disabled.
Okay. It is... Luckily, besides May being late, she made it up by giving me $50. So, that's good. It is 2. Oh, what time is it? 2? 3? 2:50. That's basically 3. And I've made back table. Hooray. But I have not made back table if it was just me. But I have less product, so I guess that makes sense. Franco out here, like, on the grind right now. They've made so much money. Like, we had like a real bad wave. And I feel uncomfortable recording other people that aren't... Hi, Franco. I didn't know if you wanted to see if you wanted it while I was recording.
I love being in the vlog.
Not the... Hello, sorry. Sorry to our customers, but Franco got a Lunchable.
Hi, welcome to the mukbang video. Thank you for attending. We will now be indulging in this Lunchable. It is turkey and American.
That's so yummy. God, thank God you're good at vlogs. I'm not. You're more confident than I am.
Fucking yapping.
Yep.
Yep. Can I interest you in a freebie? Yep.
But I haven't been recording a lot because I don't want to record random people. That's fucked up. I don't want to do that. Why would I want to do that? Did somebody fall? May, can you check that? I was upside down.
Are you vlogging?
Yeah, I'm vlogging.
Is this a vlog? We're at the show.
We're at the show. What do you...
Stop.
I think my mic sounds a little shitty right now, but let's ignore that. Hi guys, it's been, let's see, almost 2 weeks since the con. Wow, Ray, why are you such a procrastinator? Well, let me tell you, right after the clip you just saw, a lot happened, so much happened. POV. It's April 20th now. and you're a little, you slept over at your girlfriend's, and you're already a little bit tired because you did some early April 20th celebrating. Okay, that's fine. You get Steak and Shake because all you can think about is having fries and a milkshake, and you get your Steak and Shake. You come home, the night's fine, whatever. You wake up. You have work, by the way, on Monday. You wake up and you don't feel good. You're like, it's like 3, 4 a.m. You go into the bathroom and you throw up. And you think it's a one and done sort of deal. You go back to bed. Not even 10 minutes. You throw up again. And you're like, okay, it's gonna be one of those nights. You know? You end up texting your partners, and you're like, I threw up. Just to know that one of them has already thrown up, and the other one is currently in the bathroom about to throw up. We got triple food poisoning at that fucking sushi restaurant. Fuck that sushi restaurant, bro. It was so yummy. I was editing the video, and the sushi, clip that I took, I was like, God, that looks so good. The buffet gave us fucking food poisoning. It was rather that, or May has, the mold happening in her house. And honestly, it could be a combination of the two things. So, the entire week, I had the craziest, just sick. I've never been so fucking sick in my whole life. So, I was out of commission till, Friday. I get so dehydrated, I end up taking Azo, because I end up giving myself a UTI from throwing up all my water that's been in my body. So I take an Azo to try to numb the pain, and I throw up the Azo, so my entire mouth is dyed yellow, and my lips are chapped. I look like I drank fucking sulfur. But that's not the point. I'm here now. Hi guys. Apologies for the delay. So we're gonna talk about the numbers, and we're gonna talk about the con in general. So apologies for not getting that much footage because I am super awkward. Wow, who knew? I just felt really awkward recording people for B-roll footage. Not because I was uncomfortable, less because I was more uncomfortable filming in public, but more because so many people, and actually probably the majority of people there, were children. It was a very young audience, so my bigger things like my prints and my acrylic charms did not sell. I think I sold an Eevee, but I sold none of my prints, which was expected because 3 out of the 4 prints are from very obscure fandoms, that being Watamote, Akiba Maid War, and the Rockfire Explosion. Now, I did get a lot of compliments on my Mitzi. They were like, oh my god, I love the Rockfire, but nobody bought it because it was also my big ticket item. A couple other of my items that I was really banking on also did not sell, at all. My Happy Gas did not do as well. A lot of people liked it, but nobody bought it. And I'm sitting there tweaking out, being like, nobody likes my fucking Happy Gas. Lucky Human Foot didn't do well, even though the show was the day before Easter. Maybe Easter just kind of wasn't on people's minds when they went in there. So people really weren't having bunny imagery in mind. But that's fine. My necklaces, I sold almost all of them though. That was the one that people really, really liked. I think just because I price it fairly cheap, which I don't know how that's gonna go if I ever went to a craft market or anything like that. I don't think craft markets are really the audience I want, but that's probably gonna be the audience I get. You feel me? Even when I did a really small church church show prior to this con, a couple back in November, but that was all jewelry that I had, and even then the necklaces were the ones that sold. That was kind of actually the only thing that sold from my booth. The stickers were kind of the two things I really need to hone in on for the next time I do a con, at least this con, because the audience was so young. And when I mean young, I don't mean like high school. These were a lot of like, I would say middle school, maybe even elementary school. Which is fine. That's not a bad thing. I believe that you should have a spot to go. You know, for the price, and they spent, I'm watching, our table was right in front of the stage right there that they held the cosplay contest. So we saw they spent the whole day there for $20. Mom probably dropped them off at the door, said to go have fun. They get a hand stamp so they could leave to go to the Dairy Queen a little bit down the street for food, and then they spend like their whole day at the venue. That's fine. However, kids aren't employed. The money breakdown. Let's do the money breakdown. You can see my face turn white from pulling up my quick Google Doc that I made a payment for this. I did Venmo, cash, and card. For card, I use Shopify, and I have their own card reader. I didn't use a personal Venmo. I didn't use a business Venmo account. I used my personal Venmo account. Just so I didn't want to use a business one and have to collect sales tax via Venmo. Now, I did collect sales tax with card, which is, and I told people that. I was like, we're gonna have to do sales tax, and everybody was chill with it. It's not like everybody's offended for having to pay like a couple cents for their sticker. When I tell you my final total, you have to imagine that some of that goes to sales tax, which I didn't want to do the math for. A part of this total also goes into maintaining my Shopify store, and the rest of this total goes back into the shop, so whatever. So for Venmo, I made $20. Quick, easy, $20. Cash, I made about $68. And for card, I made a little over $100. Because I split a table, I paid about $62. The original table cost was about $120, so we split that evenly down the middle. So my total profit that I made before taxes, it was right under $130. Which I think that's great. We'll say May made up the majority of that. Thanks, May. I love you. You didn't have to do that. But I think for a first-time con, splitting a table with somebody, I think that's still double than, right? Like $9 above the original table cost, which means it's still over doubled what I paid for the table, So I'm pretty happy about that. I would only recommend this con if you are a local. I think that is very obvious, even for the price I made. It's only a one-day con, so if you're gonna have to come out for it, you should not be wasting your money on a hotel cost. It's gonna cost, you're not gonna make any profit if you had a hotel. I don't know what else to say. I feel like I have so much more to say, but I can't think of it. This was a very hodgepodge video of a bunch of random shit, looking back on it. Because I've edited my video up to this clip, and then I'm gonna do some filler stuff. So I hope you all were able to bear through this video. one last thing is that thank you guys for the support. Very weird to have a couple thousand of you all just happy to see me. Not even a couple. How many are you? How many people? 1.3k subscribers. That's fucking crazy. But like 53,000 people watched that fast fashion video, and half of you all, I guess, were complaining about the audio quality, which is fair. But the fact that 53,000 people committed to clicking on that, and how many, like, in 4.4k people liked it. Guys, don't make me blush. Everything I pump out might be pretty miscellaneous, so I'll try to make things that you all like, but at the end of the day, I make it because I like it, and you all are here for the ride. Not to sound selfish, but this is a hobby, not a, I'm not making any profit off of this. I'm not making, I'm here for the love of the game. Mother? Hello? Mother? And that's the sign for me to leave. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for the support. Again, my shop link is going to be in the description. If I can get the link to work. I'm really bad at making links work. So be sure to like and subscribe if you like me, if I'm pretty, if you like some random kid. I'm not a kid anymore, for fuck's sake. If you like some random chick ranting about random shit, I can be that person. Be sure to listen to Splice. They're pretty good, kinda. They're acceptable. That's about it. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go make myself a grilled cheese. Goodbye.